Hi, we are Ana Mighty Sound and you are in our Parisian showroom. We have invited Michael Ulbrich, who is the designer behind Consolidated, a brand dedicated to step-up transformers. Michael, could you tell us more about who you are?
Of course. I'm an electronics engineer and I got interested in audio transformers even in my early teens when I was, let's say, 12 or 13 years old. I put transformer for this amplifier, and a little later when the analog audio got more interest recently, then I recognized that the MC step-up transformer, which is used to amplify the tiny signals of the MC phono cartridge, is one of the most critical components in an analog audio chain. And so I concentrated on this component and tried to build what is technically possible.
Thank you, Michael. Now, could you tell us more about the basic principle of a step-up transformer?
A step-up transformer consists of a primary winding, which is just a bunch of wire which is wound around a core, and that's the second most important component. The core is made of electrical steel. There are different materials available which also contribute to the overall sound of the transformer. And we have the primary and we have the secondary winding, which is denoted as the secondary. And of course the step-up transformers is built for passive voltage amplification. That means that the winding ratio between primary and secondary is, for example, 1:10, which means that the MC cartridge, which is connected to the primary, with its tiny output voltage of, let's say, 1 millivolt, is amplified by a factor of 10. So here we have, on the secondary, we have the MM phono stage, which, with its characteristical input resistance of 47K, and on that side 1 millivolt on the primary, 1:10 step-up ratio. Now we have 10 millivolt at the input of the MM phono stage. And that's how the MC step-up transformer is used for passive amplifying the tiny output voltage of the MC cartridge. Is probably the choice of the core material, which is an electrical steel, and there have been certain developments recently which have generated very low loss and high permeability core materials, which are really very much suited for building MC step-up transformers from. And next, the primary and the secondary winding have to be very narrowly mixed to get a wide bandwidth transformer, and there are a lot of different design possibilities how to achieve this.
Thank you, Michael. So, what does this consolidated step-up transformer so special?
Well, there are a lot of design decisions which have to be made when building a step-up transformer. In the first place, it's important which core material to choose. There have been recent developments in these soft magnetic materials which lead to very low loss and high permeability materials, which are very suitable for building a high-quality step-up transformer from. Then secondly, what's also important is how to mix the primary and the secondary winding so that they are very close to one another, because that in the end determines the bandwidth of the transformer. And of course we want to have a high bandwidth transformer which goes from very low deep frequencies up to very high treble frequencies to have a really high-end audio experience. So in the end it's the mix of several of these design decisions which lead to a high quality step-up transformer, but please find your own find your own judgment by listening to such a step-up transformer if you have an opportunity to do so.
Thank you, Michael.